I'm back. Happy New Year Part 2. Dear believer, we are halfway through this year. 6 months ago, you made decisions, you made resolutions, you had your mind made up, and your heart was fixed. 6 months ago, you set goals. 6 months set goals. 6 months ago, you said that this year was going to be your year. So let's talk about what happened between January and now. Let's talk about it. Let's chit chat. This is Coach KB, the baggage handler, and I am talking about what has gone on with you and your decisions since January 26th. Now, hey girl, hey, I was just finna let you know that I was on. If you would please tag and share as you would normally do, my wonderful, great assistant. My wonderful, great assistant. So, one of the things that I have learned over the years is that most people, and I have peach tea, and I am in the office. Uh, when you come in, tell me where you are, what's in your cup. People don't fail because they make bad decisions. Most people fail because their actions don't match and they don't stay aligned with the decisions that they've made, right? That's really self sabotage. Back in January, many of us declared what this year was going to be. We were going to lose weight. I didn't make that declaration because I was actively nursing some wounds through the benefit of food, but I got to do better. We were going to lose weight. We were going to write the book. I did. We were going to start the business. We were going to save the money. We were going to set the boundaries. Now, I have tried to do that as well. We were going to walk away from unhealthy relationships. We were going to stop procrastinating. We were going to do the dang thing. Raise your hand. Chocolate, vanilla, and caramel if you made those decisions, because I did. And then life happened. Disappointment happened. Grief happened. Fear happened. Unexpected challenges happened. But somewhere along the way, those decisions got left behind, thrown out the window, forgot about all the things. Now, before you beat yourself up, I want you to understand something. Don't feel bad, Michelle. I want you to understand something. The issue is not necessarily that you lacked discipline. The issue may be that fear was quietly driving the bus while you thought procrastination was the problem. Fear rarely introduces itself as fear. Fear disguises itself as waiting. It disguises itself as overthinking, as planning, as researching, as perfecting whatever it is that we're going to do. It disguises itself as I'm just not ready yet. It sometimes disguises itself as if God wanted this to happen, he would do it. It disguises itself as wisdom. Because we don't want to be unwise and make a hasty decision, or take a hasty action. The reality is that many people are not stuck because they don't know what to do. Many people are stuck because they are afraid to do what they already know to do. So I want you to think about a few questions today. What dream did you leave behind? What promise did you make to yourself? What goal did you quietly abandon? What conversation did you avoid? What opportunity did you pass up? What step did you know to take but never took? And perhaps the most important question, what fear was underneath that decision? Because now I'm going to tell you, it's some stuff that I have done, and I'm very thankful that I was able to do that. I have done some things. And there's some things that I have not done. that I should have done literally 6 months ago at the beginning of the year. I really should have done them. I really should have. I started, I didn't complete. I got the information, I didn't follow through. I got the context stuff, and I pumped it. Why? A little fear. I know I'm a whole confidence coach. I'm a whole confidence coach. And there are some things that I didn't do. Now, was I grieving some things? Yes, because y'all know my dad. And so, I did allow myself that space. So if you are in a space where you are transitioning and you are working through some things emotionally, don't override your emotions to make the goal, right? Don't don't override what you need to process. That's what I need to say. Don't override your need to process your feelings in order to make the goal. Because grief will mess around and don't process some grief. It'll show up somewhere else. It'll show up when you least expect it, and you won't know what it is because you're thinking that you're over it. Mess around and don't process some emotions. It'll show up in the craziest space. It'll show up in a space where you think I need to do this, and then you punk out. So don't get so goal driven that you don't allow your soul the time that it needs to handle what you're feeling. Fear has a way. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. That wasn't even on my note paper. That was just, yeah. So anyway, we're back to what goal did you quietly abandon? What conversation did you avoid? What opportunity did you pass up? What step did you know to take but never took? And perhaps the most important question of all, what fear was underneath? Michelle, you really need to make these plates because if I hear tell Michelle to make these plates one more time while I'm trying to get through these notes, make them plates. Anyway, fear has a way of convincing us that staying the same is safer than moving forward. Y'all, staying the same is just comfortable. It tells us that if we don't try, we can't fail. If we don't risk, we can't be disappointed. If we don't move, we can't get hurt. But that's not living. That is surviving. I've done that. I've done that. Hey, Denise. It's my E8 sister. Many of us, and I say us because as I teach y'all, I teach me too. As I coach y'all, I coach me too. Many of us are carrying old disappointments, old betrayals, old hurt, old lies that were never fully processed. We put them in the bag, in your soul bag, and we keep walking. And then we wonder why our confidence feels so heavy. Why is it so hard for me to confidently do what I'm supposed to do? Confidence is the state of being certain. That's our definition in at what's in your bag for confidence. The quality or state of being certain. And when fear is feeding you lies and old wounds are feeding you doubt, certainty becomes difficult. And when certainty becomes difficult, confidence begins to erode. And when your confidence begins to erode, you hesitate in so many places. You have a great business idea, but certainty is difficult. Confidence erodes, and you stop yourself from taking the step. You stop yourself, Michelle, from making the great cakes that you were making. You stop yourself, Michelle, from making the plates and oh, you stop yourself from making the plates. Um, hold on, because something has happened over here on Facebook. Switch to my business page. So anyway, is it still spinning? Okay. I'm gonna keep teaching because I'm still on YouTube and I'm still on okay, now it looks like it came back. So I don't know what happened, but switch to my business page if you can hear me, switch to my business page. At any rate, at any rate, switch to my business page because this ain't got good. So let me see if I can post a comment. So at any rate, we're going to keep on going. We are going to keep on keeping on. We're going to keep on keeping on because I'm actually almost finished. What? Okay. Hold on.